Hello everybody, back from part 1 of the review of the Samsung Victory 4G LTE from Virgin Mobile USA. So first of all, if you have not watched part 1, go back and watch part 1 for the basics and the start of this review. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the camera here. So as you can see, there is a dedicated camera button, but there's no hold it halfway down to focus. So it's just a button to take the picture. And then it focuses, I see. But, alright, let's see. We're going to turn off the, we don't need to turn off the flash. So first of all, here's the camera, and if you haven't already, go check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/funzierone, and I will have sample pictures and a video from this device on there so you can see what the pictures look like. But otherwise, in general, camera experience was not incredible. Take a picture. But it's not horrible. The flash works well. As you can see, it lit it up pretty well there. But it's only 5 megapixels, and pictures aren't, superb. Again, it's mainly the camera. It's quite slow at taking pictures. So as you can see, and let's turn off the flash and do one more. I don't really have anything to take a picture of right now. Let's get something. Again, that's how slow it is to take that picture, so that's a little disappointing. And that was the main downside, I guess, is the length of time it took to get a picture. Otherwise, details, they're not too bad, but once you start zooming in, it gets pretty fuzzy. So that is the camera. Also, like I said, there's a dedicated camera button, which is always nice to see. Alright, now we're going to go on to games and apps. So first of all, the game I used to test on this phone, here we go, Temple Run 2. So I'll do a quick demo of that, but I did not experience any lag, no jumping during gameplay, nothing like that. So I'm guessing this phone is going to be decent for your games. So I'll just play this really quick here. I can't really do it while I'm looking at the camera here. It's not too easy, but again, you can see it's running quite smoothly. Oops. Alright. And back and forth. Alright, let's jump off or something here. Woo! Alright. There we go, and you can see it's quite fast at what it's doing. So, gaming was good. Also, with daily apps such as, Speed Test for me, the Play Store, YouTube, Gallery, Facebook, those were all good. They ran well. Facebook, there was no really lag or anything. Notifications came in, I could click them, and it would go straight to the page, not lag. Gmail, that's another daily app. Again, I don't use this as my daily phone, but I do try to get in plenty of use with Gmail and stuff, and the app worked well. You can see quite quickly. And so I really don't think you'll have a problem with apps on this thing. There's enough horsepower in there to get your daily job done. Alright, well, let's actually do a quick demo of the two voice service things here that we've got on this device. You have S-Voice and Google Now, both installed on this phone, because this phone is Jelly Bean. So, let's do a quick demo of S-Voice. It is on 3G, and I don't get very good service here, so this might not work very well, but we will try. So, S-Voice and Google Now, if you don't know, they can answer you questions. It's basically Siri for Android. So you can talk to it. You can ask it questions like, what is the weather like, Siri? Or for this, it would be Galaxy. So let's try it. For the Galaxy one, you will do double tap the home button. Hi, Galaxy. And again, it's not very fast over 3G.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Galaxy. What is the weather like?
the weather for River Falls, Wisconsin?
And again, you can see it'll just pull that up for you, which is really nice. But the interesting thing is the voice seems just negative and depressing to me. Listen one more time. Look for nearby movies.
Sorry, we could not find a movie by that name.
Alright, well, it didn't get that for some reason, but now we'll try Google Now. So I believe the only way to get there is click here on the Google search bar, and listen to the voice difference. This voice with Google Now is much more positive. What is the weather like?
It's 34 degrees and clear in River Falls.
Again, and it's quite speedy at bringing up an answer, even on 3G, so I can ask it to, I can ask it, Google. Alright, actually, I believe I have to be on the... Okay, let's try this here. You should be able to wake it up by saying Google. Google. What is 4 plus 6?
The answer is 10.
Quick answers you can do. How tall is Britney Spears? Taking a while to recognize it.
Britney Spears is 5 feet 4 inches tall.
But that's due to my slow connection. And again, just instantly though, it will bring up a page. I asked how tall Britney Spears is, and you've got the answer. It reads it to you. And it is linked from, I believe, Wikipedia. It gets this if I click it. But again, you can ask it questions like that. And, where's the nearest, grocery store? It will bring all that up for you. And Google Now also can give you, keep you in update with different things like tracking numbers for tracking packages that come to your email. Other things like local events like concerts and football games and stuff like that. So Google Now really offers a lot to do. If I travel to a different city, it brings up nearby attractions and stuff like that. So really, Google Now is fun to use, and I found it faster in general than the Galaxy S Voice, but they're both fun to play with, basically. But I do find it handy on a daily basis when I'm trying to look things up and find out information. So now let's check out the quadrant standard here. We will do a quick test. Let's see, quadrant standard. And run full benchmark. Again, this has a, 1.2 gigahertz processor, and it is dual core. Along with 1 gigabyte of RAM and 4 gigabytes of internal storage. So we will see how this turns out. And we'll watch this for a while. Also, some nice things that TouchWiz has to offer. TouchWiz is Samsung's user interface overlay. Is you can add things, just little things like the battery percent. On a normal Android, you do not get the battery percent along with your little battery picture up in the corner, and I can't really show you right now because it doesn't show anything, but it's very nice to have a battery percent rather than just the little battery bar. Also, you can edit the lock screen widgets and such on there and get the weather in the lock screen and turn things on and off and change the little quick icons and all that with TouchWiz. So that is really nice. They have little just extra features that make the user interface more pleasing to the average consumer. So I really do like that about Samsung's overlay on their operating system here. So that is a plus. And there you can see the battery life up there, 73%. Not just the little battery bar, but you get the percent too, which is very nice. Now let's see. Here we go, your device. 4,785. That is an excellent score. Puts it at the top over the HTC One X, which is a top high-end phone last summer. So again, this phone has some power to it. It's got enough to get you through a day of, your typical apps, some gaming, and all that. Again, 4,785 is a great score for a $300 phone. The phone, being $300, has LTE, which is an excellent price for an LTE phone with no contract, and it completely makes it up, in my opinion, with the $35 a month, because that is dirt cheap for an LTE plan, I'm telling you. LTE is fast. And now, actually, speaking of LTE, I'm going to do an LTE speed test for you. Also a 3G speed test quickly. I will run this 3G speed test here, and then I will edit in a clip of 4G LTE from my attic. I did see speeds up to, I saw speeds around 11 to 15 megabits per second. I'm sure it could be faster, but it really does depend on location. And again, LTE is not even officially in my city yet, so that might be a thing that they're not actually done working on it. So, something to take into account with the speeds. I've seen videos on YouTube where Sprint's LTE gets 30 some megabits per second. And here's the final result. Again, not very great on 3G. I did not see amazing 3G speeds on this phone most of the time. 210 kilobits per second now, 552, 822. Is it focusing there? Those are all 4G. As you can see on 4G, I got, let's see, this 1.5 here and everything. Sorry about that. This 1.5, that was on 3G. I had some pretty good 3G speeds right there. But then 4G, 3 megabits per second, 3600, 73, 74. There it got almost 12, 11. That was in a different city. Again, since LTE isn't official here, these speeds may not reflect what it actually will be. And upload speeds aren't too bad either, again. There you go, 9, 8. In my attic, my average, I'd say, was 8.5 megabits per second with about 3 megabits per second on the upload. Again, there, 10, 3. So, not bad. LTE is definitely an improvement, though, over Sprint's 3G, and for the same $35 a month, you can't really go wrong with that. And here we have a 4G LTE speed test in my attic. So pretty darn consistent, that's for sure, but where I am, it's not even officially launched yet, so it's kind of on and off, so speeds might not reflect normal use, and also I am pretty far from the tower. Again, I'm in my attic in the middle of the country, but that is an LTE speed test for you. Thanks for watching. Alright, so in conclusion, this phone, LTE is really what makes it a deal. $300 for an LTE phone where you only get, where it only costs you $35 a month for 2.5 gigs, basically unlimited. That is a deal, and again, $300 is cheap for LTE, and this phone has really decent performance. Also, for $300, no contract, you can get your daily apps and everything done, and if you live in an area where there is 4G LTE service, you will have a much better network. Also, Sprint's 4G LTE service is going to be rapidly expanding this year, and next year, and in the future, whereas their WiMAX network, the old 4G network, is where it's at, which is not very many places, and it will be going... it will be eventually taken down, actually, because that is their older technology, and LTE is where it's at nowadays. So, if you're looking to invest in a 4G phone, I would recommend getting an LTE-capable device. So, thanks for watching, and please follow me on Twitter at FunZeer1. Like the Facebook page, facebook.com/FunZeer1. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, it really helps a lot, and again, thanks for watching.